Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So in today's video I'm going to be doing another episode of Hot or Not. This is the series on my channel where I'm looking at all of the new beauty releases, and I'm going to let you know, do I find the release hot or not? Is this release sparking a fire in me, or am I left frozen? So first off, I do want to quickly apologize for the fact that I did not have the time to film this video over the weekend. Usually I post this video on a Saturday, but this weekend was so busy that I literally did not get the time to film it. So here we are now. So either I'm going to be posting this on Wednesday or on Thursday, depending on how quickly I'm going to edit this video. But just rest assured, next week I'm going to try and view my schedule again, and I'm going to release this video on a Saturday as per usual. So I do have quite some releases to catch up on with, but to be honest, I feel like we've been just seeing lipstick releases after lipstick releases. I barely can keep up with them, and there are so many, so I'm gonna try and be a little bit more nitpicky for today's video, because otherwise we'll be sitting here until tomorrow, and I don't want that. And right before we are starting to talk about the new beauty releases, just be reminded that this is solely my humble opinion on the products. I mean, if you do want to like grab something, just go ahead, you know. I mean, if I don't like something and you love it, I definitely do love it for you. And also, just in case if you are new here and you do adore beauty content, why not hit the subscribe button, ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. And if you do enjoy the video, also please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. But alright, I'm just going to be moving off to the side, and then we can consult Trend Mood 1 and Makeup on Your Radar. Those are the two profiles that I usually have a look at on my Instagram. So I'm going to be starting off with everything that is not an eyeshadow palette. I do the eyeshadow palettes more towards the end of the video. So let's kick it off with a perfume release. Why not? Because we do have this new perfume by Nicki Minaj. How beautiful is this bottle? First of all, I do adore this packaging so much. It actually gives me Jean-Paul Gaultier vibes. I can never really tell you by the description if I do want to buy a perfume or not. I do want to smell it before I actually want to purchase a perfume. But what I do adore about this release is actually the fact that she is charging $49 for the perfume, which is not over the top pricey, because we're gonna get to another perfume release that is ridiculous. And I feel like it's actually an okay price considering how pricey perfumes are these days. So the perfume is called Pink Friday 2. It's actually an eau de parfum. It's not an eau de toilette, it's an eau de parfum. And the top notes are nectarine, pineapple, and solar blooms. Middle notes orange flower petals, pink mimosa, and damask rose. Base notes amber, tonka bean, and sexy musk. Now, I love musk. Musk is one of my all-time favorite fragrances, but then we have this nectarine, orange floral petals, and rose. And those, I mean, rose is kind of fine, but orange and nectarine is not up my alley. So I don't know if I could get a tester or something. I would love to like just, you know, smell it, like sniff it a little bit and then make up my mind. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna really love this. It really sounds like it's gonna be very fruity and sweet. Now, I do actually enjoy a sweet perfume, but just the orange kind of kills it for me. I don't know, but I love the bottle and I love the price point. So, you know, could be a hot release. So let's talk about the next one, and this is gonna kick off the lipstick mania. NYX is actually coming out with the Fat Oil Slick Click, and it's basically a stick version of their fat oil, their lip oil. I've never tried out their lip oils. Like, I don't have any lip product by NYX, but the colors look really stunning. I've got to say, I'm intrigued. So there is no price listed on here, but NYX is quite an affordable brand. Do I necessarily need this? No, but if I would ever do, you know, a full face of NYX, maybe I would pick one of these up. But right now, I'm in no hurry to actually get this product. However, I feel like it's a cool sort of release, you know, considering how their like lip oils were such a success. So this does make sense to bring them out in a different sort of format, and maybe these also have a little bit more pigment. At the end of the day, it's a lip balm. So, you know, we have so many lip balms already, but I think it might be a very smart idea for the brand. So let's move on to the next release, another lip product. And this one is by Fenty Beauty. It's a new shade in their lip gloss, lip luminizer gloss bomb formula, and it's called Candy Soda. So it's a very light baby pastel pink with some shimmer. It looks really pretty. I have heard only good things about this formula. I'm really interested by Fenty. I'm actually wearing their foundation today, their matte foundation. I've got to say, I actually really like it. I've been trying out a couple of more products by Fenty as of recently, so maybe I'm gonna get one of these glosses at some point, but this shade right here is just not for me. It would not be necessarily the shade that I would go for, that I would want to pick up. All right, so then the next release, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I've got to talk about this. Isamaya is actually releasing 6 new shades of sheer lipstick bombs. It's their Willy lipstick. And the opinions on this product in particular are so split. I would never really want to get this product, like seriously, because imagine you would be at a public restroom and you would have to pull out like a willy. Like, no, no, there is no bloody way. And I also do think it's gonna retail for $34 without the case. So that might just be the refill. Just imagine if you have to refill this lipstick. That is so bizarre. Oh my goodness. But the shades, in all honesty, there is one called Pantomime, and that one is actually pretty. It has like a little bit of a metallic sort of reflect to it. Yeah, a full lipstick is actually $95. So if you buy this with the case, you're gonna spend $95 on a Willy lipstick. What's wrong with the world, okay? And then this refill is gonna come at $34, which is outrageous for a lip balm. So yeah, no, absolutely not. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, and the next one I'm freezing too. Although I will say this bottle of perfume, so stunning, but this price is making me ice cold. So this is by House of Sillage, and they are coming out with a Wednesday perfume. And I've got to say, this is one of the most stunning perfume bottles I've ever seen. I actually watched the entire show and I'm a huge fan, but I would never ever purchase a perfume that is retailing for $418. The best comment underneath this product is $400 to smell like the middle of the week. No, thank you. If you are like scrolling through these comments, like people are mad. People are mad at the price point. Now, House of Sillage is a very luxurious brand, but I still feel like $418 for a bottle of perfume. Who can afford that? Who wants to like just imagine you would break it? Like, just imagine it would like drop and you would break that bottle. Like, that is insane. That is too much money for a perfume. While we are on the topic of House of Sillage, I have seen another release by them. They are also going to come out with a Looney Tunes collaboration, a limited edition, and it's a Tweety and a Bugs Bunny perfume. So these are even more expensive. So those are actually retailing for $425. No matter how stunning the bottle is, I mean, I can just look at it. It's very beautiful, though. I've got to say these bottles are stunning. They're like a piece of art. But no, no. The next release is by Tarte, and it's their new Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps. And now they have a shimmery finish. These look very stunning. Like, they look cool. Like, there are some shades that look really pretty. I have not tried out the ones without the shimmer, but I know some people will really love these. The shade Indigo looks beautiful, and the shade Rosy Mauve as well. Looks like a good release, but do I need it right now? No. I might pick up that Indigo shade though, because I feel like that could be like a really cool topper for a lipstick product. And sometimes, depending on the looks that I'm doing, I'm in need of something like that. And it's very difficult to find those types of shades. So yeah, maybe. Let's move on to the next release. And this is by Sol de Janeiro. It's a new scent for their Delicia Drenched Body Butter. And the notes on this are vanilla, orchid, sugared violet, and sandalwood. Mm. Oh, this looks actually really intriguing. I just don't like it if a body butter or a body lotion product comes in one of these jars. I always prefer a squeezing tube. And also, I have never tried out anything by Sol de Janeiro, but I heard that the scent is divine. So maybe this is going to be divine too. I mean, it honestly, just by the notes of this product, it kind of like almost like sounds like it's gonna be divine. Like vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sandalwood. Yes, please. That just sounds amazing. So maybe if I would ever want to try out something by them. The next product is by Kylie Cosmetics, and she is releasing new lip pencils. And although the shades look really, really pretty, yeah, it just looks like a normal crayon. I don't really want to buy anything by Kylie Cosmetics, so I'm out. But the shades look pretty. Got to say, these beautiful brownie nude shades, I like that, I really do, but no, thank you. We have another lipstick release. Like, I'm seriously questioning the world right now. This is by CoverGirl, and they are gonna come out with a lip stain product. Smooth application, precise pan-like tip, transfer-proof, kiss-proof, satin stained finish, buildable color. Also the price point, $9, 14 shades. Now, some of these shades do look pretty, but to be honest, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of a lip stain. Maybe, but yeah, I'm in no rush to try this out. Another lip product release. I do think this brand is cruelty free, and this is Too Faced. Although I don't have any products by Too Faced, they're gonna come out with a kissing jelly, ultra nourishing, non-sticky lip oil gloss hybrid. They're gonna retail for $22 each. And the shades kind of look cool. I like it. But then again, on the lips, they do look very, very sheer. So it looks like most of these are gonna just look the same on the lips, which, you know, I'm not the audience for a product like that, really not. All right, and then another lip balm release. Are you joking? This is by Glossier. I don't have any products by Glossier. They are going to come out with a buildable lip color with a fragrance-free formula. Glides on smooth for that just blotted look without the blot. So how much are these going to retail for? $18 each. Okay, price point is really good. I like the fact that they are fragrance-free, but again, the shades, they look very, very sheer. And there are also no photos of any models wearing or demonstrating the lip product on their lips. But just from the swatches that they have posted, these look very sheer. The one shade that kind of like interests me the most would be Malt. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this intrigues me. All of these, like lip products, I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a freezer. I don't know why, but it's just not my journey at the moment. So here we have another NYX release. This is not a lip product, but this is a setting spray. And I'm intrigued. So this is the Marshmallow Setting Spray, and it's a marshmallow matte setting spray that lasts up to 16 hours makeup wear. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is that this product is going to be fragranced, and it's probably going to smell of marshmallows. So I don't know. I do prefer a fragrance-free setting spray. Um, it's gonna retail for $10, but I would love to try it out just to see if it's performing well. So maybe. And then another lipstick release. This is by Ofra Cosmetics. This is their lip duo kit, and I think this is a collaboration with Safai Kelly. I don't know if she's an influencer or not. She might be also a makeup artist. I really don't know. I don't know the girl, but she's gonna release like a lip duo kit, so long-lasting liquid lipstick in the shade Cali, and then also a lip gloss in the shade Vino. So this looks like a red sort of like wine, almost like a crimson sort of lip product. It's not my shade. I don't like anything red necessarily unless it's matching my eye look or unless it's Halloween or something. You'd never see me with a lot of red. Okay, so I just don't think it suits my skin tone necessarily. I'm just not the biggest fan of a red. And also, I have never tried out any lip products by Ofra. I just have one or two highlighters by them, and they're amazing. But yeah, it's just not my shade. Next release is by Bobbi Brown, and Bobbi Brown is releasing a Glow with Luck collection. So two blush and highlight palettes for $43 a piece, three luxe eyeshadow singles for $34.50 a piece, and a soothing cleansing oil for $45. Bobbi Brown seems to be so overpriced. I do dig this packaging. I think this packaging is so cool. That is to me that is some insanely cool packaging. I honestly love the retro vibes of this packaging. I have never tried out anything by Bobbi Brown. And again, I am not sure, are they actually cruelty free or are they not? Are they stuck in a gray zone or not? I don't know. But to be honest, there is this one duo, this blush and highlighter duo, the one that has a little bit more of a mulberry color. That looks actually pretty. The single eyeshadows for $35? No. No, 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 no. Also, the cleansing oil, I'm not doing well with any sort of cleansing oils. I'm always using a cleansing milk. So this is just going to be like a no for me though. So we are still not done with all of these lip products here. So Milani is releasing a Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain. And one of them is going to retail for $14. I've never tried out Milani. Not my favorite type of lip product. Also, the shades are not really up my alley. They look very, very warm. Very berry, very warm again, and it's just not my journey. So the next one is also a lip gloss release, and this is by Edge Beauty. I don't know this brand, but they are coming out with some ultra comfortable wear gloss that glides effortlessly onto your lips, leaving them feeling smooth and nourished. No sticky or heavy formula. This lip gloss is designed to make you forget you're even wearing it. And they are $10 each. Now, I don't know if this brand is available where I live, but these shades look beautiful. These shades look so innovative and so refreshing compared to everything else that we have seen thus far. And there is this one beautiful shade here called Sweat. It's called Sweat. Why? But that one looks so pretty. That is like almost like a brown with some silver sparkles, almost like a taupe. There are some really interesting shades, like this chartreuse shade, then like the black gloss. I mean, there are some really interesting colors here, but I don't know if I could get this brand where I live. I don't know. So then we have a makeup brush release by Singe Beauty. This is Angelica Nyquist's brand, launching 7 face brushes, 2 new eye brushes. Is there a price? No, there was no price here. I don't really need any more brushes. I've got so many brushes already. But these look pretty, and I've heard only good things about the quality. Maybe in the future one day, but right now I don't really need any of them. Okay, guys, but that's it for all of these lipstick releases and all of the complexion products, which there weren't that many. But let's finally move on to some fun releases. Let's move on to some eyeshadow palette releases. And I start warming up a little bit now because there are definitely some eyeshadow palettes that I'm eyeing and some very interesting releases. This is by Blend Bunny Cosmetics and it's their Machina eyeshadow palette. And when I saw this color story at first, I was a little bit confused, but I love Blend Bunny Cosmetics. They actually do make one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas in the world, and I pretty much almost have all of their palettes. I think I just don't own the Primal palette, but everything else I have, and the quality is top notch, especially their mattes and their shimmers are also very pretty. So I've already seen some reviews on this product in particular, and although at first when I saw this color story, I was kind of confused because I feel like I'm not vibing 100% with the colors in this palette, but when I gave it a second look, I felt like maybe there could be some interesting color combinations. It might be a little bit more of a challenging color story. And to be honest, I think what kind of puts me off a little bit in the palette are these two murky, swampy green shades. Those are not my favorite types of colors. Like, I don't really look good in that muddy sort of green. But if I kind of like look past them, apart from the fact that there is a hot pink, which I seriously don't like, all of the other shades look very, very pretty. So maybe I'm gonna get this. Also, it's Blank Bunny Cosmetics. Like, I love them. I really do love them. Although I will say I don't think this is gonna be my all-time favorite color story in the world. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna be like loving this. So I don't want to judge it too hard just because at first glance I'm not completely vibing with it, but I just know that their quality is amazing. So something that I was initially very excited about was when Glamlight announced their collaboration with Garfield. But now that they have revealed the entire collection, I've got to say this one leaves me kind of cold and I'm not vibing with this collection at all, which is a little bit of a bummer. So they are releasing a 12 shade eyeshadow palette, and this eyeshadow palette is just not for me. I feel like when I'm looking at the swatches, two of the shades look identical, and it's basically these two shimmer berry shades in the middle. I don't know. And then this entire color story to me is just, I don't know. I don't think that I'm vibing with this. It's very warm, very sort of like berry. I feel like I'm gonna pass on this release because this is just not my vibe. I do love the mirror though. The mirror looks so cool. This hand mirror looks amazing, but I never use a hand mirror. I really don't need to buy a separate hand mirror. Also, this highlighter looks very glittery and I don't like any glitter in my highlighter. Also, on that note, there is another sneak peek by Glamlight, and it's actually a collaboration with Kiss. Looks like an eyeshadow palette and something else. So that could be kind of a cool release. I'm gonna look out for this. So let's move on to the next eyeshadow palette. And this one, when I saw this release, I was like, stop it. This might be one of the prettiest eyeshadow palettes I've seen in such a long time. This is 100% my vibe, and I 100% want this palette, and I'm burning just by looking at this release. And this is by also one of my all-time favorite brands, which is Gourmand Girls Cosmetics. They make incredible formulas. This is the Silent Night eyeshadow palette. It's again a collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, and this is such a beautiful color story. This is more on the neutral side, but it's like a mix of neutrals with gold and blues, and I love that. So this palette is going to include 14 different shades. The shades are very well curated, and I feel like this is so beautiful. Oh, this is like literally so up my alley, you guys. You have no idea. I cannot wait to actually try this out. They do always kind of include a very bright shade and a very deep shade. And in this case, we also have like a white and a black. That's very useful. And then everything in between is just so well thought out. Um, the only thing that they could have included that is not included would have been like more of like a pastel sort of mid-tone blue. I'm really vibing with this color story. I do love a good neutral eyeshadow palette if it's not boring. And this really looks nothing like boring. It looks really exciting to me. And honestly, I want I want this so bad. I want this so bad. This looks so pretty. So Essence, which is a very affordable drugstore brand, is actually releasing a Disney and Friends collection. Now it looks like they've got three different eyeshadow palettes. One with like more of a green sort of neutral colorway, and then there is one that is a little bit more neutral, pinky berry, and one that is more blue. I have never tried out any eyeshadows by Essence, but one of them is going to retail for $10, which is not bad at all. There's also going to be two blushes and two balmy glosses, a fruity lip balm, and false lash mascara extreme volume and curl. I don't know if this is good quality or not. They are very monochromatic again. The green one looks cool, but I don't need any of these. I don't. And then Natasha Denona is actually coming out with a baby bronze eyeshadow palette, so 3 colors. This is retailing for $19. I never tried out Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes, and I know some of you may roll your eyes right now because I've only heard good things about the formula, but if I'm looking at the look that you can create with this palette in particular, it's not for me. I think it's like a mini, like a baby mini palette to her big bronze palette. I mean, if you just want to be very effortless or you want something that you can travel with or something and you are very effortless with your makeup, maybe, but it's just not for me. The next release is by Bella Beauty Bar, and they are going to come out with the Angles of Illumination, 15 unique duochrome shimmer shades and one multi-chrome. The release is going to be on December 15th. The price is $69. And I think this is a re-release of their palette that they used to have because it's the exact same name, but they have reformulated probably their palette. And this is again an all shimmer palette. I'm actually wearing the brand right now on my eyes. I'm wearing their Smoky Glam palette, which I love. I adore that palette. So really, really great quality from this brand. Now, I don't know if I want to get an all shimmer palette. These shades are pretty. I want to see some swatches here. Could be very intriguing. Very beautiful. Very, very stunning. This palette would complement the Best Mattes palette by them quite well. I don't have that palette though, but it looks very pretty. These shades look stunning. That shade Sunlight, Gleam, and Moonlight. Oh my gosh, this looks so beautiful. I mean, Bella Beauty Bar is phenomenal. They are really, really good. We only have one more palette, and this is by Mika Beauty Shop. Oh, I actually have tried out their Serpent palette, and I do have their Glacier palette. They are an indie brand from France. So they actually have changed one of their already existing palettes, which was called Blooming, from an all matte to the inclusion of a couple of shimmer shades. That's actually a really smart idea. And now, to be honest with you, this is a very sort of colorful, more like spring-like palette. I do like the quality of their brand. I do just want to say, I feel like their mattes, they're not my favorite formula. They are very, very sheer and you really have to build them up, but they do blend out really, really well. But it's like one of these formulas that you really have to put in some work to get some pigmentation. Now, some people love that, some people don't. I do prefer it if my shadows are a little bit more pigmented, but if you can still build them up like a Blend Bunny Cosmetics matte formula, that one is top notch. So this palette is going to be available also December 15th, and it's gonna retail for 50 euros, so about $55. I'm not sure if they're shipping to the US. It's a really cool idea that they have included these shimmers because their shimmer formula is really, really beautiful. It's insane. Some of them are multi-chromes as well. And this is gonna be looking like a very stunning spring palette. Right now, I'm not gonna commit. I don't know if I'm vibing 100% with the tones in this palette, but the shimmers that they have included look beautiful. But just by looking at the color story, I also feel like I'm not sure about this, but I wish there could have been a little bit more depth in the palette in terms of mattes. You know, these look kind of like more on the mid-tone side. So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced, but it looks really pretty. But I don't think it's necessarily for me. But alright, you guys, those were all of the releases that I wanted to feature in today's video. Now, I'm going to be posting my next video next week, Saturday, as per usual again. So do let me know, do drop me a comment down below. Are there any products that you find intriguing? Were there any releases where you disagree with me? Are you agreeing with me? Is there anything that you want to pick up? To drop me a comment down below. And also, in case you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And just before you're leaving, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell in order to stay notified about my upcoming videos. And I shall be seeing you on here very, very soon with the next one. So please do take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.